Cowboys visiting the Buccaneers. I want to say that I loved this game when it was +3
Yep.
for the Buccaneers.
Yep.
Those threes, I'm looking right now. That's why I'm sort of hesitating for a second. Those threes are no longer available. It's 2.5 across the board. And by the way, it's headed towards two pretty fast. I'm looking at a bunch of different books. It's reduced juice at every book. +104 at FanDuel. It's +100 at another book, +105 at another book. So you're not going to get that 2.5 much longer. Um, I still like the Bucks here though. I think I like the Bucks because I don't trust Mike McCarthy. I think he's a bad situational coach. I think Dak Prescott has not looked sharp since coming back from his injury.
Yep.
Picks in 7 straight games against a pass defense that is really good. So that alone, and I don't mean just like yards, I mean yards per attempt, sacks, top 10. They're just a sound pass defense. And Tom Brady all of a sudden is setting records again at 45 years old. And in week 17, the last full game he played, threw for 430 yards and had his full complement of receivers, and they looked amazing. So I'm getting a better quarterback, a better defense potentially against in a matchup. And by the way, the Cowboys given up like 27 points a game the last 5 games against
Yeah.
not very good quarterbacks.
No, it's Chad's right there. That's what's brutal though, because we talked whatever it was 9 this morning. I said there's only one game I wanted to give out right away early in the morning was that Tampa game because that line was gonna move. And that's what stinks. Like we had to wait for the show, and by the time we do our show, the line's 2.5. It's like, yeah, we'd still take it, but it feels weird because I know me and Chad, we both got three. We've been betting the three, and I'm gonna still take the 2.5. But yeah, if you miss the three, you can take the 2.5, but it might keep dropping. You'll probably just end up taking their money line anyway. So for this matchup, Chad nailed it. It's you're basically backing Brady against a really, really, really bad secondary. And all the weapons are back. Like Godwin's fully healthy. Evans is healthy playing, and Godwin in the slot's gonna be a big deal. Mike Evans outside is gonna be a big deal. But that to me is gonna be one of those things of it's gonna be Brady versus that D line of the Cowboys. That's what if you're gonna back the Cowboys, you're not backing them because you're just like, oh, Dak should tear them up. No, no one's got faith in Dak anymore. He tied the league in interceptions and he missed, I think, 4 or 5 games. Like that's a bad season. I know he's got
No
his
good,
defense.
Simon. No good.
I know he's got his defenders, but facts are facts. It's just that he's put in a really good situation with a really good offense that Cooper Rush was able to win with. Dak should be playing better. He just hasn't been. So we knew weeks ago this matchup was going to be what it is. We talked about it. We knew we were going to be on Brady. Brady's career. It's the stupidest stat, but I love it because it means something. He has never lost to the Cowboys. He's 7-0 in his career against the Cowboys. That was crazy. They hung a three. I think they hung it because they expected the public to forgive the Cowboys on laying such an egg against Washington, but no one is. Like people do not trust this Cowboys team in the playoffs. Everyone knows all the jokes and the memes about how irrelevant the Cowboys have been since the 90s. Like they're just a team that performs well in the playoffs and then let things go wrong in the playoffs. Same with McCarthy. That's why I never will get the hiring. It's like you're hiring a guy that he had won one Super Bowl on a year that Aaron Rodgers was having out of body experience. Like if you go back and watch that tape, it might have been 2011. Rodgers was out of this world good on that offense. That was nothing to do with McCarthy. He doesn't have that in Dak. Like there ain't no having the coming insane run here with Dak. Dak is going into this playoffs as low as one can feel. Like he completely laid an egg last week. So me and Chad hate it. Like if they would have blown out Washington, we would have got 3.5 on Tampa here. That would have been a gift. Would have been amazing. But they loaded total egg. We don't care. We're still going to take the value. This line's closer to -1 for the Dallas. That's what I make it. We were getting free points here and just an overreaction of the Bucks are bad, but like Chad just said, they're not as bad as they were in the middle of the season. They've gotten guys back. Their defense has gotten healthier. The offensive line is still bad. I'll give them that. They still have a lot of issues offensive line for this Tampa team, but they have the wide receivers now. So I don't know if it's going to be quick passes, whatever Brady's going to do. You're getting one of the most clutch quarterbacks in football as a dog at home against one of the most unclutch quarterbacks and coach in football. So a little foreshadowing, this most likely will be one of our big balls bet next show, but we want the 3. Give us a 3, bookmaker. So hopefully it gets back to a 3. I'd feel more confident taking that 3.